Hi everybody, thanks for joining me on this walk in the woods. It rained a whole lot yesterday, then turned to snow overnight, and we probably got about 6 inches. So conditions are pretty wet. I'm going to see if I can make a fire and cook some coffee. I'm going to be using a wood stove that I've designed, been working on for the last 3 years or so. Basically it's a windscreen style stove. I've got it wrapped here around my water bottle. So there we go. So this is it. Pretty simple design, extremely lightweight, weighs about 4 ounces and takes up almost no space in your pack. You can wrap it around pretty much anything you've got in your pack, and so it just disappears. Good capacity and fantastic function. So let's check it out. The biggest challenge is going to be finding some dry wood, so let's see what we can get here. I see a dead pine here. Let's see if we can knock her down, get something out of her. Well, it's pretty wet, but I think I'll cut some lengths and try to get to the middle and see if we can find any dry wood. Well, looks like we have success. I don't know if you noticed, but I used a preload technique and started the fire on top. So top light updraft is what it's referred to, and I really prefer this to starting a fire on the base and then adding sticks along the way. Right now with this setup, I think this stove could easily burn for 20 or even 30 minutes without the addition of any fuel. I've had burns go as long as 40 minutes without attending to them. And you know, then you can go about your business, heat your water, do whatever you need to do. It's burning pretty nicely. You can see that it's got plenty of airflow coming into it, and what we're going to do is we put some little pot supports across top, and I'm going to put my pot on there with some coffee and make some Morris Kokanski coffee, cowboy coffee. Well, this is weird. Unfortunately, my camera battery died when I was out with the other fire. So I had to come back and get it all charged up again and start over. So here we are, a little different location, and got the stove set up, got some wood in there, got a lot of shavings on top, probably a lot more than I need, but let's see if we can't get this thing started here. Okay. Normally it'd be nice to have that done on a piece of bark and get right in there. So I was testing my luck. Anyway, I lucked out. These are some titanium tent stakes, and I just use these for the pot supports. Here and here. Well, the fire has been on for only a couple, 3 minutes at the most, but I'm starting to get some slight simmering on the edges of the coffee here. So we're going to have to take a, just look at it here. And what happens when you make the cowboy coffee this way is that it really starts to foam and boil, and that mixes all the coffee into the water. You can see right now it's just kind of like a sludge layer on top of the water just sitting there. But once it boils, that mixes all in there, and it boils furiously with the coffee at first. So let's take a look. I think it's on the edge. There we go. Caught it right before it went over the edge. I'll let it boil a little bit. Another way to do this would be to fill it up less, use a bigger pot, and then it's not as much of an issue. You don't have to fill it with it like this, but I just have a 1 cup method here. Well, it's calmed down pretty well. Got a little water in the fire, so that calmed the fire down, and coffee got all integrated, so it's pretty much done. I'll take it off, and I'm going to set it aside and let it cool. Well, it's cooled down pretty well now. I'm just going to add a little bit of cold water. Make sure I don't burn my lips. And enjoy it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty amazing what you can do on a cold day in the woods with a saw, a knife, and some wood. I enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Thanks for coming along.